What is going on, everybody? RA, your pro wrestling nerd here, back again with Big Johnny.
Hey guys, what's up?
Little J, your tribal chief, and once again, reigning, defending, undisputed champion with a clean sweep on the last predictions over Big Johnny to get his fluke reign that I don't know where he's pulling them out from, who he's paying to do his picks for him, but I have dethroned him once again. And now we do the first ever Wrestlepalooza for this Saturday on ESPN, or if you're smart, you buy a VPN and just do it on Netflix. Break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up. After Raw tonight, there are 5 matches, so we're doing 5 matches. If by sometime through the week there's another match, I don't care. We're not going to do it. So anyways, we're going to jump right into it with the WWE title match of Cody versus Drew McIntyre. Big Johnny, who do you got and why?
I got Cody because I don't see him losing. He just won it, so I don't see him losing anytime soon. So I got Cody for this one.
I'm also going to go with Cody pretty much for the same reason. It just happened. He just got it. He hasn't even been on TV that much since he's won it back. It just doesn't seem like... I mean, part of my brain thinks that, yes, something like this would be a good thing because they want to make this Wrestlepalooza a big deal. So there's a small chance they do try to do this and maybe hotbox it back and forth one more time. But I just don't see it. I'm going to go Cody for pretty much the same reasons. Little J, who do you got and why?
I'm also going to go with Cody. Y'all both have the same reason as I had. It just feels like it's common sense for Cody to win. He just returned back to SmackDown. And this is his first title defense since winning it from Cena.
Next up, we got the tag match of the Usos, the returning Usos, versus Big Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. Big Johnny, who do you got and why?
This one, I'm going for the Vision.
Going for the Vision? For what reason?
Yeah. Because after what I just saw tonight, that's a dominant tag team. So I know the Usos haven't, teamed in a while together and stuff. Because Jay's been doing his thing. But so I'm going for the Vision in this one.
All right, Little J, who do you got and why?
Out of all the matches, I haven't really been, or out of this match, I really haven't given a decision. But if I'm really gonna have to choose at this moment, I'll probably have to go with probably the Vision. I feel like Jay's not gonna be in the right headspace since he's feuding with LA Knight. I think that mentality is gonna mess him up, make him slip up, and that's gonna cost the match.
All right, I'm also going with the Vision. For real thing, I think that a feud with Jay and LA Knight is coming, maybe even a Jay heel turn. But the back and forth between Jay and LA Knight, I think somehow is going to play into this, and it's going to cost the Vision, or cost the Usos the match against the Vision. Next up, for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship, we have Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer. Big Johnny, who do you got and why?
They're gonna put a rocket in her ass and they're gonna give it to Stephanie.
For
I think
what?
Stephanie takes this one.
For
because
what
she's over with the fans. I mean,
Ain't
been,
that over?
Winning all the matches. So I think Stephanie take this one.
All right.
And it's time for her to, win a title.
Little J, who do you got and why?
I'm gonna go with Stephanie Vaquer. I think it is time for her to win. This will be the best way to win the championship without making Io look weak.
I'm actually gonna go Io. I went back and forth on this one. Either way, it's gonna be the same thing happening. I don't know exactly how the outcome's gonna go, but I think it's just gonna be Io because Asuka's gonna get herself involved. That's gonna be pretty obvious. Whether Asuka comes out and actually helps Io win, and then Io gets pissed off that she didn't do it on her own like she asked, or Asuka just comes out there and cost Io the match. Because we're going towards an Io-Asuka feud. That's pretty relevant. That's pretty obvious, I should say. It's an Io-Asuka feud. How they get there is I do not know. I think this is a big turn for it. Like I said, I'm going to go Io winning because I think maybe this feud would do better to have the title on it. And Stephanie's still really new. She's still got a lot of time to do this. I just think Io versus Asuka for the women's world title would be the more money match right now, because if you don't do it, who do you got Stephanie feuding with as champion right off the rip? You don't have anything for the title. If you give it to Io, you have her and Asuka. And that's believable, and it's right there. So, like I said, I'm back and forth. It could go either way as far as the victor goes, but I do feel it's going to be Asuka coming out to either cost or help Io, and I think her helping Io win, and then Io getting mad saying, "Hey," because she said it tonight, "I want to do it on my own." So she's like, I told you I wanted to do this on my own," and it kind of pushes the feud between her and Asuka, and it's going to end up being Asuka and Io for the title. Next up, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Little J, who do you got and why?
I'm gonna go with Brock.
Brock, for what reason?
It's not for the title, so I can see Brock winning. Hopefully, this might go to a different, might lead up to another match. Because Cena Brock, renewing the rivalry, we all seen it. His earlier career in the later 2000s. I think this would be a good time for Brock to win, since it's not for the championship. Because I know they don't feel like he's going to be there. I don't feel like he's going to be there a lot longer. So I'm going to go with Brock.
Big Johnny, who do you got and why?
That's what I say, Brock, because Jay summed it up. The rivalry that they've had, I see him having another match with Brock and then Cena winning the other one, but this one I'm thinking it's going to be Brock.
All right, I'm also going to go with Brock. I just don't think they're going to bring him back right now to have him just lose to Cena right away, because they already did that when he made that surprise return after Mania, like, what was it, like 13 years ago, that very first pay-per-view with him and Cena. They had Cena go over, but I think this is one where Cena's going to put somebody else over, and this is where Brock wins. And maybe it does add another match. I don't know if they're going to want to do that with the limited amount of dates that Cena has left, but either or, I see Brock winning this. And finally, the mixed tag team match of CM Punk ass and the short stack of pancakes AJ Lee versus Seth Freakin Rollins and the man Becky Lynch. Big Johnny, who do you got and why?
I hate to say this, and because but I had big time Bex and Rollins winning this one. So it's like that's what's gonna be there. To me, it's Rollins and Bex. I mean, it's like
Little J, who do you got and why?
I'm also gonna go with Becky and Seth. This match is definitely gonna lead up to another pay-per-view where there's gonna be singles matches where maybe AJ's accompanied by CM Punk, vice versa, either way. Same with Becky and Seth. I feel like this rivalry definitely has more matches to come for the pay-per-views. I just think this makes sense for Becky and Seth to win. So, because they want to close the story right away. Because I feel like it would seem like it would close the story as soon as it started. So I think I'm going to go with Seth Becky.
Well, as much as I hate to do this, I'm going with CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Oh my God, no, he did not just say that.
I really didn't, because they're not bringing AJ back because it's all this fanfare just to have her lose on the first match. And like Little J says, they're going to want to push this forward. And if Becky and Punk win, or Becky and Seth win, that pushes it more towards a close than the heels losing, because the heels are the ones with the titles. And if the faces win, that gives them things to have title shots. Because I do think it is going to be AJ Lee that takes the title off of Becky eventually. That's who's going to take the Intercontinental title off of Becky. And I don't know how they'll drag it on, but I do think it's going to be Punk and Seth Rollins probably at Mania for the World Heavyweight title. I mean, I don't know how they're going to get that dragged on like that, but I mean, maybe they write Punk off for a few months or something, and then have him make a return and to close that gap. I don't know, but that's where I feel it's going to be. But it's going to be Punk. I do feel it's going to be Punk and Seth at Mania for the World Heavyweight title, and at some point Becky and AJ Lee for the Intercontinental title, where AJ probably will take the title. Will take the title off of Becky. So I feel if the faces lose this, it doesn't give them reason to get title matches. That is our predictions for the first ever Wrestlepalooza. So remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment down below. Let's hear some of your predictions. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.